Okay, class. This is a discussion of our first lesson, which is simple interest and discount. Okay. When you say interest is the amount paid for the use of the borrowed capital. This is the borrower's viewpoint, of course, or the amount produced by the money which he has lent. This is the lender's viewpoint. So the wrong viewpoint yan. Okay. Now, why do you need to study this kind of uh, topics? Now, most usually kapag nag-work ka or di kaya nag-set ka ng business, you'll be dealing with money. Now, kung magse-set up ka ng negosyo, kailangan mo ng pera. Now, usually pag pera, mangungutang ka, okay? Pag nangutang ka, syempre may interest. So, kailangan pag-aralan mo kung yung uutangin mo ba, mas malaki ba yung tutubuin mo. So otherwise, hindi ka pwedeng magnegosyo. So syempre, pag umutang ka, syempre may interest. So ngayon, yung kikitain mo at saka yung ibabayad mo sa interest, syempre dapat mas malaki yung dapat kitain mo kaysa dun sa ibabayad mo sa interest. Okay? So ito ngayon yung concept ng engineering economy. Now, ang pinakasimpleng interest is simple interest. Okay? This is the interest on borrowed money directly proportional to the length of time the amount of principal or principal is borrowed. Okay? So, pag sinabing principal, this is the amount of what? This is the amount of money borrowed. Okay? So, and then when you say rate of interest, this is the amount of earned by 1 unit of a principal during a unit of time. So ito lang yung tatandaan mong formula. Since directly proportional siya, yung I mo is PIN. So ano yung P? Ito yung amount of principal. Ano yung I? This is the total interest earned by the principal. Yung I is the rate of interest. Okay, yung I is the rate of interest. That is, okay, that is actually per ano. This is actually per year. Some, yan, no, per year siya. And then the number of interest periods, this is per year, number of years to. So tatandaan mo to, this is number of interest periods, this is the number of years. Number of years. So kung given in months, kailangan mo convert mo siya sa years. And F is what? The total amount to be paid. Okay? So, okay. So ito yung dalawang klase ng interest. We have what? We have the ordinary simple interest. Pag sinabing ordinary interest, simple interest, interest is computed on the basis of one banker's year. Pag sinabing one banker's year, that will be 12 months and 1 month will be only 30 days, max average. Pag sinabing exact simple interest, interest is computed on the exact number of days. So, kasi yung year pwedeng common year or pwedeng leap year, which is 365 and 366 days. And yung mga months, hindi pare-pareho ng bilang ng araw. Merong 28 lang, merong 29, merong 30 sa 31. Okay. So, look, let's have the first example. Determine the ordinary simple interest on what? On 20,000 for 9 months and 10 days if the rate of interest is 12%. So, ang formula mo is I is PIN. So, this is just 20,000. Of course, this is your P. And then, this will be your N. And you have to convert it to what? You have to convert it to year. And the rate of interest here is I. Now, look, this is 2,000 times 0.12 times 280 days divided by 360. So, the ordinary simple interest, kapag walang sinabing interest, it's already a banker's year, which is already 360 days. Okay. So, this will be 1,866.67. Next. Here, determine the ordinary and exact simple interest on a 100,000 for the period January 15 to June 20, 2012 if interest is 15%. So you see here, this is our principal P, and then ito, we will have to compute the number of days. This is your interest I. Okay. Now look, kapag sinabing exact simple interest, you will have to convert the number of days to years. Bibilangin mo yung araw. From January 15 to 31, that will be 16 days. Hindi kasama yung hindi kasama yung uh, January 15. So, February 29 days. Okay, this is a leap year because this is 2012 divided divisible by 4 yan. March 31, April 30, May 31, and June 20, 20 days. Hindi na kasama yung hindi na kasama yung, ay kasama pala yung June 20 na. So the total is 157 days. So, okay, ang basis ngayon, since this is a banker's year, ang basis mo, ang divisor mo is 360. You just substitute 100,000 times 0.15 times 157 over 360, you will have this one, 645, 6541.67. Usually, bigay mo into decimal places. And for the exact simple interest, this is 100,000 times 0.15, okay, times what? Times 157, now divided by 366. Why did I use 366? Kasi eksakto, exact simple interest siya. So, the difference is 6434.43. Medyo may difference yan. Now, look, kapag medyo malaki yung pera, malaki yung difference niyan. Okay? Next is, okay, here, sample 3. If 400,000 is borrowed for 75 days at 16% per annum, this is your principal, this is your N, the number of days, which is to be converted to years, and this is your I. So, using the formula, how much will be due at the end of 75 days? So, we just use this formula, F is P times 1 plus IN. So, F is 400,000 times 1 plus 0.16 times 75 over 360. Now, notice, ginamit yung 360 because this is, walang sinasabing mga year. So, dapat automatic 360 yan. And you'll have 4,133.33. Ito naman. How long will it take for a deposit of 1.5 to earn 186 if invested at a simple interest rate of 7 and 1/3%? So, okay, ang formula is I is what? I is PIN equals PIN. Okay. And yung percent mo, 7 and 1/3. So, pag gumamit ka ng calculator, okay, yung 186 mo, so, yung ang hinahanap yung N. So, this will be what? This will be P, which is 186. No, that's 186 divided by what? Divided by 1,500 times yung interest mo. Hanapin mo yung fraction dito sa calculator. So, I think this is the calculator. In fraction, this will be 7 and 1/3. 1/3. Then, hanapin mo yung percent. There. Para makuha mo yung eksaktong value, which is 1.69. Actually, repeated to. 1.6909. 09 lang. So, ito yung answer. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, ito naman yung concept ng cash flow diagram. This is a graphical representation of cash flows drawn on a time scale. So, pag sinabing dalawa yung viewpoint dito, no? Viewpoint ng lender at saka viewpoint ng borrower. So, look at this what? Okay. Draw a cash flow diagram ng utang ng 2,000 at a simple interest rate of 5%. So, ito yung P, ito yung I. So, after 1 year, ito yung magiging value niya, which is 2,200. So, ito, uh, cash flow diagram from the viewpoint of the lender. Bakit ganito pababa? Kasi naglabas ka ng pera, ikaw yung lender. Pero after 2 years, babayaran ka, kaya ito yung magiging positive to. Pero ang cash flow diagram from the viewpoint of the borrower naman, syempre ikaw nakapera, positive. Tapos negative to kapag magbabayad ka na. Now, look, ito. Ang tawag dito sa mga ito, look at this, positive cash flow, ang tawag receipt. Pag negative cash flow, ang tawag disbursement. So, yan. So, next is example 6. Now, if you borrow money from your friend with a simple interest of 12%, find the present worth of 20,000 at the end of 9 months. So, look, ang formula natin again is what? Okay, F equals P, yan, tatandaan mo na lagi yan, F equals P, 1 plus IN, there. So, find the present worth of 20,000, this is your P, this is your I, okay, and then your N is 9 months, that will be 9 over 12. So, look, F is P1 plus IN, you can solve for P there, P is 20,000. So yung ano mo, yung that is just what? 20,000 divided by what? Divided by 1 plus 0.12 times 9 over 12. Okay, that gives you this value. Okay, next is uh, example 7. A deposit of 110,000 was made for 31 days. So the net interest after deducting 20% withholding tax is 890.36. Find the rate of return annually. So ito, ang deposit daw was 100,000, 110,000. The net interest after deducting 20% of the withholding tax is 890.36. So notice na hindi ito yung totoong na uh, hindi ito yung totoong interest na nakuha niya. Mas malaki dito kasi nadidaktan. So how do you get that interest? So yung 890.36, equate mo sa 80% lang na interest. That's why you have the actual interest is 112.95. Okay, so that's why ito yung ginamit dito. 112.95 is 1,100 using this formula times I times 31 over 360. And you will get interest is 11.75%. Okay, next is you have what? You have discount. Ito naman yung concept ng discount. Uh, when you say discount is the difference between the worth in the future and its present worth. So basically, your discount is future value minus present value. And then, okay, team, discount is F minus P. Now look, this is the kinds of discount, the trade discount. When you say trade discount, this is discount offered by seller to induce trading. So, ito yung ano, minsan sabihin ng ano ng seller o uh, okay, may dagdag, ganyan. May dagdag na konti para ano, para may bumili or mas maraming bumili. Pag sinabi namang cash discount, the reduction in the selling price. Halimbawa, yung tinda mo, bawasan mo ng 5% para mas ma-induce yung pagbebenta. Okay, look, if a negotiable paper, say a bond, can be sold for 100 pesos 7 months from now, but is sold for 90 pesos today, then you say that there is a 10 peso discount. Actually, ito yung totoong presyo niya, pero after 7 months. Okay? So, pero kapag ngayon mo bibilin, 90 lang siya. Okay. Here, discount rate is the discount on 1 unit of principal per unit time. So actually, the discount is, uh, okay, look at the discount. Ang discount natin, discount rate is equal to, that is actually D. D divided by what? D divided by F. Where actually that discount, okay, very, ano to, that discount is equal to what? F minus P divided by F. But if you look at the formula, this can be written on F over F is 1 minus P over F. And you know that, and you know that P, the F is P 1 plus IN. 1 plus IN, but on the basis of 1 year, 1 plus I na lang to. Kakancel yan. Ang matitira, your discount rate will be equal to 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I. And pag sinimplify mo to, okay, simplifying that, that gives you, okay, LCD is what? 1 plus I, 1 plus I, 1 plus I, okay, minus 1. That gives you what? I over 1 plus I. Okay, the relationship between the discount rate and the, okay, and if you solve for I in this equation, so pag sinolving I, that will just be D over 1 minus D. Okay, next is sample 8. Let's have example 8. Okay, Mr. T borrowed from the bank. He receives 1,340 in the bank and promised to pay 1,500 at the end of 9 months. Compute this what? Simple interest rate and discount rate. So ito yung P, ito yung F, and then ito yung N, 9 months. Okay, so we can compute the simple interest rate on a basis of 1 year. So ito yung formula, F is P 1 plus IN, and solving for I. So solving for I, you will get what? 15.92%. How do you get that I there? So that is what? That is 1,500 divided by ano? Divided by 1,340. Okay, minus 1 divided by 9 divided by 12. That is that interest, 15.92%. And you can what? You can compute the discount rate. This is using the formula D is, okay, D is what? D is I over ano? I over I plus 1. Okay. So, next is, okay, this formula also can be used. Okay, we can use this formula. P is F1 minus ND for N years. If you are given the discount rate. If you're given the discount rate, okay, this will be our formula. Find the discount if 2,000 is discounted for 6 months at 8% simple discount. So, ito yung formula na gamitin natin. Okay. What will be your, this will be your F now. So, ang hinahanap mo yung P. Ito yung present worth. So, P equals F1 minus ND, and then P is 2001 minus 6 over 12 times 8%. You have 1920, and the discount will just be what? 2000 minus 1920, this is 80. Next is example 9. Example 9, discount 1650 for 4 months at 6% simple interest. And then what is the discount? Now, look, our formula is F is P times 1 plus IN. Actually, this is already a future word that is to be paid in 4 months. This is our I, so this is our N. Then you can compute P. So you compute P using this formula, then you'll get P is this one. Then to compute the discount is just future minus P, which is 1650 minus 1617.65. This will be 32.35. Next is example 10. Let's have example 10. On March 1, 1996, Mr. X obtains a loan of 1500 and signs a note promising to pay the principal and the accumulated simple interest at the rate of 5% at the end of 120 days. On May 15, 1996, Mr. X discounts the note of the bank whose discount rate is 6%. What amount does he receive? So, ang loan na natanggap niya is 1,500 and signs a promising note to pay the principal and accumulated interest at the rate of what? 5% at the end of 20 days. So, this will be your present worth. Okay, this will be your interest rate there, and then this will be your N. What will be that future worth? Using the formula F is P 1 plus IN, that is 1,5 times 1 plus 0.05, 120 over 360 is 1525. Ito yung dapat na bayaran niya. But since this will be what? This will be discounted by 6%. So ilang, okay, kailan siya nangutang? March 1. Okay. And May 15, from March 1 to May 15, that's about how many days? So, okay, ilang araw yung from March 1 hanggang May 15. So, is that 100 ano? 100, no, no, no. That will be 75 days. 75 days siya. Okay. So, kaya lang, ang mangyayari, magbabayad siya ng 120, and after 120 days yung computation ng ano ng F niya, right? Eh kapag magbabayad siya earlier, okay? Dito siya magbabayad sa May 15. Pag nagbayad siya ng May 15, ano yung difference ng araw? That's 120 minus 75 days. That is 45 days. So ito ngayon yung magiging basehan ng discount. So formula P is F times 1 minus ND. So you have 1525 times 1 minus 45 over 360 times 6%. You will have what? You will have P is 1513.56. the amount that Mr. X will Mr. X receive. So ito yung dapat na na makuha niya, okay, for this particular uh, problem. Okay, let's continue here. A man borrowed a man borrowed 5,000 from a bank and agreed to pay the loan at the end of 9 months. The bank discounted the loan and gave him 4,000 in cash. Okay? Ibig sabihin, instead of 5,000, diniscount siya, ang 4,000 na lang yung 4,000 na lang yung pinahiram sa kanya. Okay? So, what was the rate of discount? So, ang mangyayari, ang discount for 9 months is using the formula discount divided by principal, no? So remember, D is equal to discount divided by the principal. That is 1,000 divided by 500. That is 20%. Na discount ng 20% yung inutang niya. Now, to compute the value of I is D over 1 minus D. That is 25% for 9 months. Yun yung interest. Or interest is just 1,000 over 4,000. Ito yung actual interest. Kasi 4,000 lang nakuha niya, 1,000 yung naging interest. Kasi ang babayaran niya dyan 5,000 din. Diniscount lang ng bangko na parang babayaran niya 5,000 pero 4,000 lang utangin niya. So, using ratio and proportion, remember, okay, for 1 year, for 9 months, ang interest is 0.25 for 9 months. That is 9 over 12. So, ano magiging interest for 1 year? So, this is just ratio and proportion. 0.25 over 9 over 12 is equal to x over 1. So, and then you solve for x. X is just what? 33.33%. Okay? So, next. I think this is already problem set. Okay?